stomped on by an ant! I've had enough of betrayals! The box says corpse is condemned to burn. And you'll burn with me, detective! Unless you want to burn too. Stay sharp. Distraction. It saw right through me. It's all in vain. Distraction. Reset the board. It's over. You are quite the detective, sadly. You have just entered the abyss of despair. Terrified by what you see. Such violence and madness. But this is my true nature. Timing is everything. Took much from me. But human desire is what truly destroyed me. Detective! I'll see you in hell.
Yes, Detective. We're in Silvernia.
Memory serves, the memoir bar should be on the other side of the plaza. The new queen is celebrating the anniversary of her reign with public festivities, likely a move to restore public confidence.
The late Queen's Public Security Act founded the constabulary, but they did nothing effective. In fact, they only added to the city's chaos.
There are more and more werewolves and gangs on the streets. I hardly dare step outside anymore.
The constables aren't knights. They have no armour or legacy to speak of. They can't keep the people.
Werewolves, gangs, and criminal activities have grown.
The late Queen pushed for many policies, such as the naval reformations and the Corporate Development Act. None of them worked.
Indeed. When Her Majesty passed on, everything was put on hold. We have no choice but to fend for ourselves.
The death of the late Queen caused Silvernia to stagnate.
Feliana is just a young girl. Why would they make a child rule the country?
Blame the assassination of our late queen. That forced young Feliana to take the throne.
The Queen is so young that she's making the citizens worried. A crowd has gathered around the parade floats. I should check them out. Flamboyant parade float. They'll toss the entire thing after the festival. The floats look smaller than the ones used 3 years ago.
Wait, isn't that the one who...
Who? Who is it?
The one from the papers. 3 years ago. The one who murdered our late queen.
It's the detective!
I should head to the bar and meet Lauren first.
Detective! I knew you'd come.
Chief Inspector Lauren, how have you been?
Don't call me that. Puts distance between us. And based on how things are going right now, I probably won't be Chief Inspector for long anyways.
I've heard a few things along the way. Got plenty of werewolves and gangs on your hands.
Yeah, well, things were bad enough. Werewolves on the loose, gangs rising. But now we've got a major case on top of it all. This is why I sought you out. Dozens are dead, burned to ashes. Strange case. Few clues, no names. The bodies lie unclaimed to this day. So, I'm asking you to step in.
I'm very much involved with the airship incident. Aren't you worried about public opinion?
Those are just tabloids chasing shadows. I've seen it all in the past 3 years. I believe you. You are the best detective in Silvernia.
But Silvernia isn't the best city.
What is this?
I came back to look for the one who killed my younger brother.
You mean that incident from 3 years ago? But the airship crashed and all the evidence was lost. Even the Crown has stopped the investigation.
I have one last clue. The bullet that killed him. It bears a special mark. I will chase down this mark and find the one behind it all.
Can I?
Curses! The werewolf reverted to its human form and hid itself in the crowd. We've lost the trace.
Any contact will leave a trail.
I'm not a babysitter.
Find the weakness and strike true.
I thought I was going to die here.
It's the detective! The detective revealed the werewolf! I saw it all!
They just need a bit of guidance.
I never meant to change Silvernia.
But you are.
Thank you, detective!
Many
Thank
thanks.
you so much.
Welcome back.
Okay, time for today's plans.
We got the werewolf disturbances settled, thanks to your help. My constables can take care of the rest.
Let's cut to the chase before you assign.
What's broken has been mended.
Let's cut to the chase before you.
How would you like me to face the enemy? Sneak attack or head on?
Stop.
Ready to help me out of this mess, Detective?
Sit and have a drink first. I'll listen to your case later.
Ah, one step ahead of you. Got you the house special. It's on me. Now, let's take a look at the case file. The constabulary calls this the Nameless Ashes case. So far, we've tackled it from multiple directions, but made no breakthroughs. The only thing we know is the situation at the crime scene. Everything is recorded in this file. Several months ago, a fire broke out at an abandoned building in the suburbs. It was reported by a resident nearby who saw thick black smoke. I was chasing.
Entering the Mind Palace can help me think as though I'm at the scene itself. The information in this case file is sufficient for me to reconstruct the crime scene. The incident occurred at an abandoned building in the High Piers suburbs, sparsely populated. The roof is several times higher than a typical residence. The interior is vast. This must be a warehouse. Some of the iron and ferrous materials showed signs of melting. A natural fire has a temperature of around 600 degrees. Iron has a melting point of about 1500. Even a high-temperature reactor is incapable of melting iron. What could have led to this? Several bodies were found inside. All the corpses were severely damaged by high temperature. No way to determine their age or identity. The bodies are clustered, suggesting they had been seated tightly together before death. They weren't strangers. There was a connection, perhaps an organization. They gathered at the place for an unknown purpose. Some of the bodies exhibit cuts of at least 3 millimeters deep that create a strange marking. That's the mark. The same markings as on the bullet. This case is related to those behind the airship attack. The fire started indoors. Pieces of a reactor were found nearby. Those indoors saw how the fire started but did not put it out. The victims were restrained and could not move. Maybe they were already dead before the fire. That's all the suspicions I could find from the constabulary's records. But I feel something is missing. I should read the case file again. The fire severely damaged the building at the crime scene. At the scene, there were remains of the building as well as ash. What's that? The ash doesn't look right.
Calm down.
It's you.
Your body has yet to recover. Don't force yourself. It'll be all right. Remember what you told me before. There's always time.
Saw thick black smoke. I was chasing a werewolf at that time when the constabulary called me to the scene.
I'll take it.
What's happening to you?
This case is a clue that I'm interested in. I'll accept the investigation.
No, I'm asking what's wrong with you, physically. Is it that wound from 3 years ago?
You sought me out for help on the case, didn't you? Don't worry. Any case I take on, I will see it through, whatever it takes.
That's not what I'm worried about. We have rules. Missions need to be handled by a team of 2. If you operate alone, you won't have anyone to fall back on if you get into trouble. You need an assistant.
An assistant? If my brother were around. I don't need an assistant right now.
You're not looking too healthy. I say you're in need of...
I don't want it to ever.
I won't have peace of mind if you handle the case alone.
Fine, but I have my own requirements for an assistant.
I have experience in recruiting constables. Tell me what you need. Trust me. I'll get you what you want.
I need an assistant with logic and reasoning skills and experience in handling complex cases.
Oh. The constabulary knows how to handle cases, but most are related to street gangs. We do have plenty of brawling. I know you're good at your work, but maybe we can slightly lower the standards for your assistant?
They should at least know how to read and write.
That I can do. Head back and get some rest. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you instead.
Master Detective! Master Detective! Oh, I can finally talk to you. I'm Pixie. I used to read your stories in the papers.
That's right. Equipping one gives you the ability to fight battles.
You're incredible! That werewolf was huge and you floored him in an instant. Everyone's really grateful for what you did.
He was barely a challenge. I've met worse. It's easy to take down a criminal. Human intent is actually the most complicated challenge of any case.
I overheard your convo with Chief Inspector Lauren. That huge investigation of yours. Maybe there's nothing I could help you with. But all of us want you to know. You're definitely no Queenslayer. You're the hero for street children like us. Here, please take this. It's a token of my gratitude. Master Detective, I've been running around the city. Accidents keep happening in the streets and alleys. Please be careful out there. There are valuables and opportunities in the alleys, but baddies too. Though I'm sure you'll handle them no problem.
Thank you for telling me. I'll keep my eyes out for dangers in the city.
Don't let me keep you around. I'll come looking for you once I find something useful. And I'll definitely be telling my friends that you're back.
Help! Help!
And we were just saying, someone in the alley is calling for help. I should take a look. The gang. I suppose you're working together with the werewolf messing up the parade.
You're pretty smart. So why didn't you get yourself acquainted with the people who run this turf? We'll educate you, all right. You'll learn who calls the shots in these parts.
As I suspected.
Out of my way! Give up already!
Done and dusted. I certainly didn't expect gang activities to be so rampant. The detective's office is behind this building. Time to head back. some kind of reactor-driven microlocks. Reactors seem to have grown more popular over these 3 years. Stats. It's been a while. Needs proper cleaning. But I'm exhausted. It'll do for tonight. The bedroom is upstairs. I hope it hasn't gathered too much dust. All kinds of books are stacked here. Mimetic Habits of Silverillia, Means of Maintaining Silvarium Armor. Categorizing them will be quite a challenge. Smooth and everlasting. Now, I wonder where the vinyls are.
I'm so sorry. That was a dream. And why was there a girl here?
Did you go upstairs? Sheesh. The detective's still resting.
I was just curious.
I can hear Lauren and that maid. I should check what's happening.
Morning, detective. How did you sleep? Look at this. Your office is good as new. Your candidate gave this place a makeover.
Candidate?
That's right. I found 3 candidates for your assistant. Feel free to assess their abilities, especially this one. Well, she said...
Miss 49 at your service. My name's Alf. I can cook, clean, and fight at your beck and call.
Can you read?
Read?
How do you spell miss?
That is something beyond Alf.
Do you make tea off it?
Tea?
When brewing tea, how hot should...
Yeah, I don't think I know.
You came into my bedroom. It's a
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I disturbed.
You've never done hard labour and you can't read. Sorry, but these qualities are essential for my assistant.
Wait! Just give me another chance. Alf will prove it to you.
I thought she was a poor fit myself, but she insisted on coming. Don't worry, I've got other candidates. I found an experienced company clerk, 10 years of experience, totally literate and no stranger to hard work. You won't find a problem with this one. He's waiting for you at the second floor office. Check him out.
I came up with plenty of names for our duo. Which do you prefer? Red and black, the raven and the rose, or a study and scarlet?
What are you talking about?
Aren't you looking for an assistant, detective? What about me? Am I qualified enough to be your partner?
Who are you exactly?
I am plenty of things. A dancer, a Florian superstar, a purveyor of intel. But my favorite name is the Red Rose. You've been staring for a while. I hope you're satisfied.
You're not an office clerk. What happened to my original candidate?
I wanted to move myself up in the queue, so I asked my dear competitor to swap place. Relájate. The clerk will be on. I just borrowed his clothes and followed their chief inspector to your place. They say you suddenly returned to take over a major case for our constables. Why don't you let me in on this? Tell me more about the case.
Who is this? Detective? She's not the clerk I told you about.
Vaya, I guess time's up. Looks like today isn't the day for our little tryst. It doesn't matter. It was curiosity that brought me here. My goals have been fulfilled. I look forward to our next little tryst, detective.
Hold it! Oh! Curses, she's gone. Detective, what happened to our clerk?
She disguised herself as him.
You must be kidding me.
Do we have another candidate?
Well, we do have one more, but maybe we should call it a day. I'll find more candidates tomorrow.
Are they here already?
Yes, on the first floor, but this particular one doesn't seem like a good match.
I'll take a look and judge for myself. From the state of things, looking for a proper assistant seems like quite a challenge.
Can't believe it. My best candidate was an imposter.
I'm curious, why can't we work as a team?
I've got a full-time job. There's no way I can work for you at the same time. Plus, inspector and detective sounds like a terrible cliché to me. You're better off...
The first floor was a mess yesterday, but someone has wiped the window panes crystal clear.
Greetings.
You cleaned my room?
Yes, I did. You were still abed when I arrived. I thought this place deserved a proper makeover if it intends to take on contracts again. Apologies, I did so without your express permission. If it's not appropriate, I shall move them back to the way they were.
Don't bother. Give me 2 days here and things will naturally be back the way they were.
Fine sense of humour, Detective. Now, I'm Ashley, and I've read about your need for an assistant. I hope you can give me a chance.
This one doesn't look like a resident of High Piers. Let me find a few more.
No rush. Let me finish my questions first. I need an assistant who can read and write.
Rest assured, Detective, I'm lettered. In fact, I've even penned for others as well.
Here's a question. If you receive a case dossier with 100 pages, but we must head out to investigate a scene within the hour, time is urgent. How would you organise the dossier?
Well, my reading speed is about 400 to 500 words per minute. A page has an average of 20 lines, which is about 300 words. An hour is just enough to skim through 100 pages. The usefulness of the evidence remains uncertain until perhaps this is the goal of your question.
A very detailed answer. Did you specifically prepare for this interview of assistantship?
I guessed that this role would involve conducting pre-investigations, recording during investigations, and organising data after All these tasks require an assistant with data-gathering abilities. This is why I believed you were most likely to ask such a question.
Wow, impressive. This young lady is definitely more than meets the eye.
You flatter me. Need I demonstrate the speed of my read? Apologies. Is it that time already? You must be exhausted from all these interviews. There's a decent cafe in the next street. Perhaps we can continue our conversation over a simple meal. Then I shall wait for you there.
Not just a poor girl from the Gravelkin. This one turned out to be pretty reliable. I can finally set my mind at ease.
I should look for Ashley and have a meal with her. Sylvania in the daytime. This city is so clean and bright.
Voice Pipe Cafe just started its business recently. It's becoming quite popular in High Piers. They say Voice Pipe is the place where you can catch a few bigwigs talking politics or gossiping about the aristocrats. Go ahead and place your order. I won't need anything, though.
A nice place.
I'm glad you like it. I don't come here often, but the atmosphere is quite positive. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
You seem quite young. Nevertheless, do you have any other work experience?
I'm afraid not. I just recently graduated. I know I probably lack the technical expertise of your previous assistant, but I went over many of your famous cases. I hope this can make up for my shortcomings.
You're fresh out of school. Why choose a job like this?
Well, I've always had a passion for criminal investigations. I studied your cases and became quite an admirer. You fight to reveal the truth and provide justice for the common folk.
What's your expected wage?
None required. I don't want money. In exchange, I hope you'll help me unravel a mystery.
I spent ages looking for you, and you're here! I couldn't believe it when they said you're back! Why, you're already recruiting an assistant! You want an assistant, but skip me! I'm heartbroken. But your debut at that parade festival? Now that gave rise to quite a riot.
Why are you looking for me?
Never expected you to return. That's what everyone in the city says. But not me. I just can't figure out why you left in the first place. The greatest case of murder any detective could ever dream of working on is regicide. And you hit the jackpot. The greatest case of your time simply fell into your lap. It should have been the zenith of your career.
Not everyone enjoys being the topic of the day. And please watch your manners when speaking to the detective.
Word of advice, young miss. Get another job. Otherwise, you'll also die in pretty horrible ways. Interested in knowing what happened to the last one? Went down with the airship, blown up, and burnt to ashes.
Do not make fun of the dead.
Oh.
She's right. You should leave.
Well, whatever. After all, I'm about to leave my mark upon... I will write the greatest story ever. It won't be tabloid gossip or PR material for the UMI. I'll be writing a piece of real news.
This is ridiculously childish. He should apologize for what he said.
Ignore him. Let's carry on our conversation. You're offering to work pro bono in exchange for me solving your mystery. What exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, I came here hoping that you would investigate a case for me, but I don't have the money. I'm afraid I can't afford the commission. However, if I were to become your assistant, things would be different. I would just use my wages to pay for the commission. I've chosen to call this case The Mystery of the Stolen Silver. There was a rich man with a hoard of silver coins in his home. He was afraid of covetous neighbors, so he locked his wealth away in a strong safe, and only one key could open it. One day, the rich man's business went south. He decided to open the safe and auction off his silver hoard. But when he opened the safe, only shavings remained. He questioned his servants, suspecting that someone had taken his key. But they claimed that as he always kept the key by his pillow, no one dared to touch it. The man reported the crime, and the police questioned all his neighbors. No one took his key, and no one sold any silver. It seemed there was no other way to open the sturdy safe. The police found no lead. So who stole the silver? And how did they remove the hoard from the locked and sturdy safe? This is the entirety of my mystery. I have bothered you long enough. Perhaps we should call this a day so that you have enough time to think this through. I shall visit you again at the detective's office tomorrow afternoon. You can share your thoughts with me then.
Is there a proper and correct answer to this riddle?
Of course there is, but I hope to listen to yours.
Sure. I'll think about this mystery of yours.
Wonderful. Despite the unexpected encounter, chatting with you turned out to be rather delightful. See you tomorrow. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, Master Detective.
Mystery of the Stolen Silver. A rather interesting name for a puzzle. I can give it some proper thought once I'm back at the office.
Hey! You don't want to mess with me!
Master! That brat! He moved your stuff, so I whipped him raw and sent him packing.
Nicely done.
Oh, and one more thing. You have quite a few salty jars, strange instruments, bags with food in them. Oh, and there's tea! I figured out how to boil water and made you some delicious tea. Have a taste, Master.
It's salty.
Huh?
You must have mixed up the salt and sugar.
Master, you're not going to chase me away.
My brother, who also happened to be my previous partner. Well, let's just say you made the same tea. It's the most invigorating tradition, I must say, and it happens just at a time when I need to think. You can stay. The office is just open for business. I need someone to look after the establishment and keep intruders out, like what just happened.
Really? Oh, wonderful! I'll definitely double my efforts. You'll be getting all the salty tea you need, Master.
Let's put the salty tea on hold. And this decision doesn't make you my assistant.
It's all right. As long as I'm allowed to stay by your side, you've made Al really happy.
A miniature map of the city that my brother and I built together. Back then, we had a big argument when one of us lost a crucial component. We grew up and lost way more than that. A board for various pieces of evidence. My brother and I would pin our findings on this and discuss cases together. Mystery of the Stolen Silver. A puzzle about valuables going missing. The rich man placed his silver coins in a secure safe. No one touched the key, but the coins were gone when the rich man opened the safe. There was nothing left but shavings. Key, rich man, silver coins. I have a hypothesis. Maybe the rich man lied. The safe never had any silver to begin with. He wanted to frame his servant from the start. This is also a solution. Perhaps a copy of the key was made before it was placed beside the rich man's pillow. The criminal used the copy to open the safe. That's right. This is an obvious possibility. Perhaps the silver coins weren't solid, but liquid that could flow out through the cracks. The question is rather fuzzy on the details. A clear-cut answer eludes me. Strange. Is this puzzle talking about something else? I'll discuss these hypotheses with Ashley tomorrow, and think about it once I acquire more info. Now, I have some time to head out and walk around, or rest for a while.